Wow!
Oh, wow. Good evening, beautiful people. It has been a while since I filmed anything. Cold weather is upon us. We got a frost this morning, and one of the things that I've needed to do before it freezes is get the sweet potatoes, all the sweet potatoes out of the ground. So now, before everything freezes to death and rots in the ground, I'm gonna dig the rest of these up. And I figured I'd film it and bring you guys along with us. So let's get a digging. These were very lush and green this morning, or I guess yesterday. And we had our first pretty hard frost this morning. Yeah, time to dig them. All right, I've already dug a couple. Those of you who follow us on Instagram, the Hollar Homestead, at the Hollar Homestead, I think, you've probably seen the massive one I found. I've never seen a sweet potato that has veins. It's kind of weird looking. So I'm sure there's probably more down there. I will dig them up. Hopefully they're still good. It's only been one frost, but we'll find out. Hey, Brett. Hey, I'm digging sweet potatoes. He's been wanting to dig sweet potatoes. He's just like enthralled.
These things did so good. Look at that, there's a tiny, tiny one. Maybe, just maybe, I can save these and get slips out of them through the winter. Maybe. We will see.
Veins.
That one has veins?
Yeah.
That's so weird looking.
Nice.
That was a nice bunch of sweet potatoes.
Great.
Giant red peanut.
Red.
Oh, wow. That one's a big one.
Look at the size of this potato. That is a monster.
There's one right here on the surface. I'm just afraid of stabbing the fork right into one.
Because these are the biggest potatoes I've seen.
Biggest we've grown.
Yeah, they're, wow.
Oh, wow. So that one's about as big as the first one I dug up. That's huge.
A monstrous potato. Whoa.
Come on, don't break it.
The size of that potato. I gotta get that. Massive. Whoa.
Wow.
That's like a watermelon.
That's the biggest one we've pulled up yet.
Look at the size of the veins on this. Holy moly.
I'm gonna take all this. It's bigger than my hand. Look at that. That is a nice looking sweet potato right there.
That is a big sweet potato. And it probably weighs about a pound.
All right, so there's our haul. Pretty good haul. Some of these are like really big, and some are, that's gotta be like a 2-pound sweet potato right there. I'm pretty happy with that. We were a little bit over ambitious this spring when we started putting in garden. It was like, let's try to do this house, let's have a baby, and let's get a garden going. Everything just did whatever it wanted to. I didn't have time. I was working on that house. But the sweet potatoes flourished. I mean, guys, the hardest part was putting them in the ground. We started from slips from our friend Miss Charlotte, and they've done amazing. Brett's a little bit impressed.
The size of this. The face.
He's been after me. Dad, can we go dig sweet potatoes? No, I'm busy. No, I'm busy. And I was like, yeah, I better make time. I'm coming out here to do chores. And I was like, yeah, let's do it right now. Let's take these up and show Mom. don't show her that one until like towards the end. Come see our haul.
Okay, let me move her.
Holy moly! Oh my word! Is that all of them?
That's all of them.
Look at the size.
Wow, that's bigger than the last one we got.
That's bigger than the last one.
Holy
That's huge.
cow. Those are massive. More excited.
Get this one.
Some of these are huge.
Those are monster
This is
sweet
like
potatoes.
Can't even get ones that big at the store usually.
you can.
Usually the ones we've been getting at the store are more like that.
Yeah, but like half that size.
yeah, like this size.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like that.
Holy cow, that'll feed one meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's a
like I
meal
could do that for breakfast.
Let's do it.
So one of our favorite things, it was the last time we were doing Whole 30. You eat a lot of potatoes, or at least we do,
We
because
do.
you know you need filler and no bread.
Yeah.
And we were getting tired of eating hash browns with breakfast, and it was like, okay, we have sweet potatoes. What could I do?
Yeah.
And so I think we've shared it before, but
Yeah.
you know,
Talk about it again.
we can
New
talk.
people.
New people. There's always new people. Take a sweet potato, shred it up, make hash browns out of it. Shred up some carrots the
Yes.
same way. Try to do maybe 2 to 1 sweet potato to carrots.
Probably.
The carrots actually are sweeter than the sweet
They
potato,
are.
and they cook different. So what you do is you fry bacon,
Mm-hmm.
remove said bacon, drop in your sweet potatoes and
About
carrots.
a half a red onion diced up.
yeah, about a half a red onion.
Try to bust
Get it all cooked up. Add the bacon back to it,
Yeah.
and then crushed red pepper.
Oh,
It
it's
gives
so
it.
good.
It's like a sweet and spicy. Oh, it's so good.
It is.
I
and
think.
then top it with either fried or scrambled eggs.
Yep, fried or scrambled eggs.
So good.
It's making my mouth water.
It's on the menu.
I think that's what's gonna happen to that one right
Yes.
there.
That's amazing.
This
Cool.
is like a 2-pound potato.
That is massive. That is awesome.
All right,
That's fun.
now I got to do chores before it gets dark.
Okay, bye. Have fun.
All right, time to rush around and do chores. Brett's gonna be my cameraman. This is just nightly chores. A little bit of what we got going on. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here you go, cameraman. Okay, so I guess what I'll do is I'll just walk around and show you what's going on as we get to it. I gotta get eggs first. It's kind of dark in there, so bear with me. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Some dumb chicken laid an egg in the middle of the floor. Well, that's a green egg, so it was one of the Americanas. Let's see. Oh, I bet you they all laid them over in the corner again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, no eggs. Close it up the nest box. Come out. Right here for right now, and we'll go get the rest of the eggs. I lock up the nest box so they can't perch, and I grab eggs. It's kind of 2 birds with 1 stone. 3 eggs.
Slackers.
All right, slackers. Okay, trade me. So the plan was to put them in here, do a compost pile. Looks like it's cooling down, so it's time to turn it. They have really pulled stuff out. The pallets aren't close enough together to keep them from picking everything out, which is fine. It just means it's dried out on the ground now. They've raked through it, picked through it, done whatever chickens do. So what I'm gonna do is pull the sides off. They will spread this out, and whatever makes it down the hill, because camera doesn't pick it up. It's really steep around here, and so most stuff just travels downhill. So whatever makes it to the fence line, I will pick back up after it's, you know, kind of got raked out. I'll rake it back up. If it still needs to go again, then I'll build another compost pile. But chances are, like, look at this one. That one's still cooking pretty high. That one's about, I don't know, 130 Fahrenheit. And then in a different spot, that one's down below 120. So I'm gonna pull the sides off this real quick and let them have at it. Enough to not run out of daylight.
It's an egg.
What, turkey? So for those of you that didn't see the last video a while ago, it's been like a month that this is sat here. When I moved them here, This is a bed. You can kind of see the shape, the little ridges. This is where we had our corn, and I did not do enough work to this soil, and the corn didn't do very well. There was not enough nitrogen for the corn, and corn's kind of a heavy feeder, so it is what it is. We're building a farm here. Like we're building soil fertility and all that. So just a quick explanation. I move them in here. I start them down at the end, and every day I advance them just a little bit. It gets the coop off the same spot, and so their droppings fall through the bottom onto the ground. Like you can see it right now. I didn't move it this morning because I knew, like, I'm out of room. I don't have too much more room. So what I'm gonna do is let them spread this. As soon as this is spread, we're gonna pick up the fence and move to the next bed. That next bed right there. This area is about done. It's about prepped. They handled all the weeds for me. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. And the manure load is quite high. Keeping them concentrated for, you know, it hasn't quite been a month, but we're rolling up on a month. Really concentrates the manure load, and it helps a lot. All right, let's go do the meat birds. That sunset though, beautiful. All right, so I haven't really showed. I think you guys saw, oh gosh, we'd had them a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. Not very big. These meat birds, we've never had a batch of meat birds. This is our second batch. I've never seen a batch of meat birds do this well. I don't know, maybe the feed's right, maybe it was a very healthy batch. Maybe it's the weather, I'm not sure, but this batch, I'm really happy with. They are flourishing. I've never had meat birds do this good. I probably shouldn't jinx myself. I'll walk over here and there'll be a massacre or something. Oh, I hear them. They're all getting ready for bed.
Fatties.
They still have some feed left. Good, that means I gave them enough feed. I'll just take a minute to show off my feeder. These are the feeders I've been wanting to make for quite a while. This is a piece of conduit. It's pretty thick stuff. It's like 1/2 inch thick. It was 6-inch conduit. There's a little room in the corners, so if it rains, it will drain whichever way it's facing. I mean, you know, feed still gets wet. They actually like it that way. And then the top spins, so if they try to hop on it, they can't perch on it. It spins and they're uncomfortable and they hop off. The biggest problem I was having was they were not only being able to get in the feeder and scratch everything out and waste the feed, they were also able to climb up there and roost at night and poop in it. And so it was just like we were wasting feed. I had finally had enough, whipped these up. It's just 2 ends. They're screwed into the plastic. It's plastic, so I don't have to worry about it. If the ends go bad, I've got a template. Oh, it's one of those things I should probably make plans and put them on the internet, because I'm sure there's someone else that's gonna see that and be like, yes, I need one of those. There it is. That's what it looks like. The concept is pretty simple. My dad built a feeder like this when I was probably Brett's age, and I remember watching how well it worked, and I've wanted to build one ever since. So, you know, here we are, 25 years later, and I finally built one. And I'm very happy. They work great. I'm gonna get these meat birds moved. I move them in the morning and then at night. I move them at night so they don't have to sleep in their own poop, and then I move them during the day so they don't have to start their day in last night's poop. So here we go. Guy's huge, just huge. We've never had meat birds do this good. This guy, honestly, is probably cleaned and in the freezer a 3-pound bird. Like, that guy's hefty. A little bit smaller than we're going for. We're aiming for like a 5 to, somewhere in the neighborhood of like 5 to 7, maybe 8. Just, you know, we got a lot of mouths to feed, so bigger chickens aren't a bad thing. It's better than having to do 2 chickens a meal. But yeah, this is one of the Mac Daddies. These bigger ones just amaze me because they're so big. But here you go, buddy. So one of the things I did different this time was I have probably the first 4 weeks I held food at night. I was reading up about how the big chicken farms do it. Some farms feed every 2 days. Or every other day, and their reasoning is it gives the chicken time to process its food, And so they get free food for a day, all they can eat, and then no food the next day, and then food the following day. Well, holding food overnight, I think they actually did better. We'll know once we get the final numbers and, you know, figure it all out. But they seem healthier. Like their quality of life seems better. So, I don't know. I'm rambling now. Let's finish this up. We're losing daylight. Our plan is we're gonna go down this swale, turn around, and head back, and we'll end up at the barn come time to butcher. I think I'm gonna have to start moving them 3 times a day to make it all the way to the driveway and back. They're growing really fast. I think we're gonna be ready by 8 weeks. So that's about it for chores. We're gonna go in, see what's cooking for dinner, and that's pretty much it. Just a little update. All right, it's the end of the night, dinner time. This time change has got us so messed up.
Yeah, for real.
It's terrible. Here I am walking in being loud. Baby's finally asleep.
It's cool right now, so we're just gonna, we have to keep whatever level she fell asleep at.
If she falls asleep in noise, maintain the noise. If it gets quiet, she wakes up.
Yes.
If she falls asleep when it's silent.
Please don't make a peep.
Yep. Yeah.
Child is extra.
We're learning this baby.
Slowly.
So we got dishes going on. And what is this?
It's something I'm making up.
It's something you're making up.
Something I'm
Okay.
making up.
Never mind, maybe I shouldn't show you. It might be good and then it's a secret recipe, or...
No, it's okay.
Oh, it's okay, I can
I'm
share.
gonna do a butternut squash soup with chorizo in it. It's just an idea I came up with.
It
So
might have like a sweet and
spicy
kind of thing going on.
So we'll see. I don't know, it was just an
It
idea.
smells amazing in here.
Yeah.
Like it
does
smells
smell
really good in here. Sadly, this is going to be the end. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through watching us eat.
No, no.
So
I'll post it on Instagram. Also, I did want to mention, while we're not posting, a good place to keep up with us is on Instagram. So I'll pop the link for that below.
So
But yeah, if it goes well, I'll post it on Instagram. And if it doesn't, just forget we ever mentioned it.
So, little update. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along with us. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
All right, I lied. Not gonna make you watch us eat it, but this is like really tasty. Like it kind of looks like baby food.
It does a little bit, but it actually turned out really good.
Like it's really creamy without having to use dairy
Yeah.
or flour or anything.
Yeah.
Like it's just squash. Like it's really good.
It's good. So it turned out. So I will put the recipe on Instagram. So
I'm excited.
go over there if you want to find it.